All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna move on to our discussion. What we're gonna talk about today. And we have, has the Bloodline saga become the greatest storyline ever, or has it dragged on too long? Thought.
Um, you said has it become the greatest storyline? It is up there.
Hmm.
It's up there. It's up there. I mean, and WWE has some fire ass storylines, but this might be top three, top five.
Hmm.
It's up there. I don't know where to
I
put it.
mean, if we said like strictly WWE, because then NWO don't count. Like that don't count for WWE. I don't
Okay.
know a storyline long term is better than this.
Mm,
I
Long
agree.
term, I don't know nothing that's better than this. Maybe the
You know,
streak.
is that a storyline though?
It is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't at
Uh,
first, but it is. Once you
once
start
they
making
give
merch and
notice,
shit off,
yeah, once they
it's a
take
storyline.
notice to it, it's definitely a storyline. Um, so the thing, I agree that it has become one of the greatest storylines, or if not the greatest storyline. But if you would have asked me this, there was a point in time I would say I felt it was dragging, where I was getting kind of
Mm,
tired of it. And I guess that's around the time when Roman was, of course, during his streak of, being the WWE
mm.
champion, and how he was winning and all his matches were pretty much the same. Like, I was getting tired of that, but I definitely think they definitely turned it around after 40. After 40, I would say, like, okay, it gave us something new, it gave us something fresh with Solo.
Mm.
And everybody's wondering, okay, what happened to Roman, and now that Roman is back, and what happened at Bad Blood seems to just make it even more exciting. And all this is being done without Paul Heyman being on TV. Now
Crazy.
I know Paul Heyman is definitely behind the scenes. I know he has his hands he's definitely, you know, a part of this thing behind the scenes. But with him being not on TV and it's still getting crazy, I think that, yeah, this is by far one of the probably the greatest storyline that WWE has had. I
Mm.
would say that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna go with it's both. It dragged on. I think last year after 39, I was done. Like, this motherfucker don't
Mm-hmm.
show up on TV. He's doing tag team matches more than he's defending the belt. He was defending the belt like four times a year. It was barely so like it wasn't it lost its steam because we did this buildup of Cody came back to the company in order to win the belt and then he didn't win. And
Mm-hmm.
then so cool. We waited an extra year. We got the ultimate payoff with all kinds of shenanigans and crazy shit. It basically blew up the bloodline only to build it up like like Trey said in a better, fresh, new way with new
Mm-hmm.
characters and different players. So I think I'm enjoying it as much as I was enjoying it when it was Jimmy, Jay, and Roman, and you have the thoughts that Jimmy might turn on Roman at some point and cost him, even though he
Mm-hmm.
never did. So I'm like interested in that way, but at the same time, it is getting close to NWO Wolfpack NWO Hollywood,
Right.
where like if they don't do Survivor Series really good, which right now I can't ever bet against Triple H, like he killing shit, home runs every time. If they don't do that well, it's kind of gonna be like, shit over yet?
Right. Right.
It's gonna be hard to fuck that up though.
No, I don't think it's that hard.
To fuck up Survivor Series between like you have to really sit there and be like the story is so built up that people is looking forward to it.
I
So
thought that
like
about Jimmy and Jay, bro. I thought that was
that's
hard to
different
fuck
though.
up.
That's different though. And let me tell you why. You got two guys that never really wrestle each other like that. Their move set is very close to one another. It's hard to differentiate themselves from one another.
Mm.
Then you have the Survivor Series, which possibly is gonna have Solo, not a bad wrestler. You have Jacob, outrageous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these two guys
Mm.
on one side, and you have Tongaloa and
Tama Tonga.
And Tama Tonga,
Tama
that
Tonga
what
could definitely go. Tonga Loa,
he's
we'll
done. He's
see.
done. He's done. He's done. But the other one, like you said, could go.
He
Like you
could
know what I
go.
mean?
Yeah.
And then they signed a few others that might get injected
Signed
into
their
that match.
yeah, they signed their brother, and then they signed Umaga's son, Zilla.
Yeah.
So they did sign Zilla. Zilla was
Yeah, yeah,
actually signed.
he's from last month. Yep. So
I bet.
who
So
knows why they dropped Hikuleo was signed like over the summer and he still ain't
mm,
debut. But we said the same shit about Jacob. And
right.
now there's like the footage from WrestleMania in night two. Jacob walked Roman all the way to up the ramp to Gorilla
Mm,
and hugged Roman before he went out there. So Jacob was there the entire time.
that's what's up.
So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think ultimately anything could get fucked up. Nothing is a sure bet.
Yeah.
Nothing is a
Yeah.
sure bet. Because Vince just
Yeah.
showed us that nothing is a sure bet.
But Vince, Vince is trying to fuck shit up. Like almost trying to fuck shit up. You know that. I feel like what they've been doing with this storyline is hard to miss. Only thing I could really miss if the match is like real ass. Like the match will have to be like real ass for them to be like, oh shit, all right, But the way how these guys are going, and then they've been fighting each other these last few weeks. So the ring
Hmm.
chemistry is there and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's kind of it would be
Well, we don't
really
know who's
hard to
on
call.
Roman's team either, though, quite yet.
It's gonna be
We can
Jay.
speculate. It could be Roman, Jimmy, Jay.
We don't know who the next person is
I
though.
get think Sammy.
I think Sammy. I don't think Cody should be involved in this, but I think he most likely will be because you
Look,
kind of have to
and
involve him.
yeah, and Chanel, that's why I said let's talk about it here. But now
Hmm.
that you mentioned that, I think that to be honest, Cody not really needed for this story, and I don't think that like did this did him being in a tag team match did this boost his championship reign? To me, not really. It makes what he's doing more interesting than what he has been doing, but it doesn't make him a better champion or seem cooler or anything.
Mm.
I'm about to stop coming here.
He's
Yeah.
not like a better wife. Like, nah, I'm just saying, like Cody, Cody is an extra piece. Yeah, it helps their storyline as well. But like, it could have just been Jimmy. Jimmy could have came back, supported Roman
Hmm.
earlier, and those two could have went against the Bloodline. And then Jay could have came and made the save the way that Jimmy did, and then it's like, all right, then we getting closer to bringing the original Bloodline back together.
Right.
I I
But go
I
ahead.
have to disagree. I feel like to some degree. Everything else you said besides the Cody thing, I agree with. I feel like because we're having this conversation, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Cody's reign outside of the bloodline has been very subpar. Like him doing his own shit has been since he had the belt has been very subpar. He gets that boost off the bloodline's storyline because he was so injected into it to winning his belt. So anytime he's injected into that story again, it makes his reign a little bit more better. It puts some polish on it because now look at this match. Hold on. Let me cook. Look at this match. He did this match. We got excited to actually see these two motherfuckers. They did the whole promo, meeting up in the stadium, shit that just built the anticipation. They got into the match. They didn't disappoint. This motherfucker jumping off the turnbuckle, doing wild shit. Him and Jacob is having a crazy one-on-one against each other during the match. Like it adds to his lore of being a champion. Then
I disagree with that.
hold on. Then you have The Rock comes back because you remember The Rock says like I'm coming back for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The tag team match goes into The Rock now. Then he gets ambushed by Kevin Owens after the fight, after the match. It
Mm-hmm.
makes his championship run to me seems way more fun. If he never had none of this shit going on, we wouldn't be talking about Cody like that. Think about like, would you really care about Cody's championship run outside of the bloodline? No, shit is ass. It's
Hmm.
doodle, booty juice. Like now, like you have Kevin Owens making the heel turn, or I'm gonna say it's an anti-heel run because he got tight for what he's doing. It's like,
You
oh
want everybody
shit,
to be anti-hero.
because to me, if I'm looking at it from the storyline perspective, like yo, I dead helping you, I could have screwed you over, had the belt because you was on one leg, all this shit I could have been did to
Mhm.
become champion. I did it the fair way, and then you turn around and go help the
And
same
support him.
niggas and support the same niggas that was whooping my ass for 2, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm like, is that I don't consider it heel because it's like
Why?
you
Because
ain't
it's
get it
rational.
because it's rational.
Look, the Joker are rational. There are plenty of bad guys that you done seen in TV, cinema, wrestling that make sense.
Mm.
Thanos. Sorry, Thanos. His whole
He was
thing
wilding out.
was
He's a
That
madman.
no,
Becky
no.
Lynch's
He
man
said
persona was she turned heel because all the rest of the four horsewomen was getting all the play. She wasn't getting no
mhm.
play, so then she turned bad.
I
It
feel
made
like
sense.
I feel like that was a proper heel turn. And when I say proper, it's because here I am, I'm being overshadowed. I'm not getting my
KO
fair,
not getting overshadowed.
huh?
KO's not getting overshadowed.
KO,
He helping niggas win chips instead of winning chips.
that's a fact. But this is the same nigga he sacrificed himself for. Talking about Cody,
Hmm.
yes, Raheem, so I call him a nigga. Like this the same.
Yeah.
it's the, it's the same nigga. Like he sacrificed his shit for it, so to make sure he get a fair shake to win. Everybody was sacrificing themselves. John Cena, Undertaker,
Hmm.
like everybody was sacrificing themselves to let him get his fair shake to win. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm like, anyway, the whole point is I feel like him with all these parts being injected into the storyline regarding Cody, it just makes his championship run better. Because outside of that, you're not talking about no crazy ass matches. You're not talking about another storyline that he's doing that makes in his championship run that makes it fire. There's nothing else. It's pretty, unfortunately, it's bland
I
until
don't think
Bloodline
that
is
the
injected.
I I think the bloodline is a spectacle. Like the way that he
Mm.
won the belt was so outrageous that you're comparing that to regular, really good. The match with Jake Paul was a really good fucking match. That second match with AJ, both matches with AJ were good, but the second match was exceptionally good. That KO match was really good. The storylines are half baked because you're just throwing it in the microwave and trying to get him somebody to wrestle by, whatever date. That's one thing, but the matches are not bad at all.
I never said the matches was bad. I'm
No, I'm
saying,
not, I'm not saying that you're
yeah,
saying. I'm saying that, but when you compare it to the bloodline is is cinema.
Mhm.
So of course it seems more polished and more crazy and more interesting. But like, if that's all, I don't think that he's only good when he's in the bloodline storylines.
take a step back. The Kevin Owens shit, right?
Hmm.
That's mad interesting now.
Now,
Yeah,
Now because of the heel turn.
but
because
look again, they're that Chanel, you have 3 months of time that you built in between when they were setting up the first match to when he beat him up the other nights.
so how long he's been champion, Cody?
Since April, so for 6 months,
April.
coming
Six
up on
months,
six
right?
months.
So,
Hmm.
but the Randy Orton and KO shit is probably the only other shit outside of the Bloodline shit that's actually really good because you can see it, you can literally see it happening, or you see what they're foreshadowing to actually happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Everything
you
else,
see the
yes,
key in what you said, right?
what?
They're foreshadowing what is going to happen. They're not just giving it to us.
Yeah,
So when we do get those, like really get them, it's gonna hit.
but Drew, that's what I'm trying to say is like, other than the one storyline outside the bloodline, the matches have been decent. He doesn't have anything else that make you be like, oh shit, I want to see Cody. It's been kind of stale. It's not like when we had The Rock, the Stone Cold's, Triple H when these guys are champion. Remember,
I think
sometimes
that's
they
a
had
different era too, though.
it's a different era. But what I'm trying because first of all, we're going back to those eras at this point. We're
Hmm.
starting to get back to that point. These guys will have two, three different storylines running, and all of them are intriguing. So their runs never seem so stale because they got two to three, four different fire shit happening all around the same time. Cody, unfortunately, beside it's starting to heat up for him now, but he was almost getting hit by that bench shit that we've been having over these last few years. Like they become the champion and then it just becomes stale. There's no fire storylines. They might have a few good matches, but there's nothing coming up that's making it intriguing you to actually want to see this guy wrestle or see this guy on the screen. But anytime he comes, as you said, the bloodline shit, you're like, okay. To me, that's what I said. It adds to his championship run because everything else has been kind of bland. Now the KO shit happened. Now we like, oh shit, this is fire. What else is going to happen? You know what I'm saying? How is this going to
Hmm.
tie in with Cody? Now it's making his shit become a more bigger thing. Other than that, it's been bland. There's no way you could tell me like Cody was a fire champion.
Again, you didn't hear anything I said. I said the storylines are
Okay,
not good. I
got you,
never said the storylines was good. I'm saying that what they're putting in the ring is good. The
got you.
storylines are half baked because it's still the formula of we got SmackDown, we got to get him somebody to wrestle in 3 weeks. Who we gonna pick? Like the Jake Paul shit felt exactly like that.
Okay,
Logan Paul,
Like,
but
oh, Logan.
Logan,
I keep
Logan.
saying Jake.
Yeah, I was a
Yeah,
J. I
the
was like, when the
Logan.
fuck he
Yeah,
switched?
the Logan Paul shit felt just like that. Like, oh, we just arbitrarily picking Logan Paul to wrestle him in 3 weeks. That
mm,
doesn't work at the end of the day. But they need to get out of. So, like you said, we're pushing towards the attitude era kind of work, but we're not there yet. So some of it, the formula is still going to look like that a little bit. There's not much they could do. I think like if you go all in on some of these other storylines and double down, you can get to where you want to be. So like the KO shit is now is it's in that space. But when he fought KO at SummerSlam, it wasn't there yet. Or Bash in
mm,
Berlin, it wasn't there yet. Like it was still working there, but it wasn't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to
okay.
give it time to be there. It can't because some people have said that about Sami Zayn. Like Sami Zayn, ever since he is no longer connected to the bloodline, nobody cared no more. But then he went and had a program with Gunther, and people started caring again. So like you got to let shit breathe to actually get to a point where it's gonna matter. But I ain't want to talk about Cody that much. I think for me, like when I think about the bloodline and where it could go, they're posturing towards a couple of things. Could we get Rock and Roman? That's $1 billion match for sure. It seems like they want to go away from that. They want to deviate from that to give Cody the Rock
At Mania.
to complete that at Mania or maybe even at Royal Rumble. I was telling Shanor this, one of the two, because then it's gonna be Roman and Jacob. The fact that they didn't have them wrestle for real means that they want to save that. Jacob is gonna be the last person on his Survivor Series team to join War Games. Guarantee he's gonna be the anchor of their team, and I'm sure Roman will be the anchor of his team just
Mm,
to keep them away from each other even longer. Like they gonna keep building something there. So like if they end up going that route, like if the Rock and I was saying to Chanel, like the Rock got full autonomy to change probably whatever story he fucking wants. If the Rock wins the belt, that shit gonna be ass.
yeah,
He not
I don't
gonna
like The
come to
Rock winning the
TV
belt.
all the time. He a part timer. It's
Yep.
just not gonna work out the way that
So I'm about to
like
walk off.
the goal was to get away from that, was it not?
Yep. Hey,
I'm
everybody,
about
it's
to
my
walk
last
off.
time on this pod. It's been real. It's been real. Like, can't take the bullshit no more.
Bro,
Like, I'm
I
tired of this shit.
honestly, I don't see The
What's your
Rock. The
case?
Rock
I'm
doesn't
saying,
need to be
like, what's your
champion.
case besides the business? And I'm all for the bread.
Let me
I
take the
always
shades
make the
off.
business case.
Let me take the shades off. First of
I
all,
always make the business case first. But like,
first to me, if The Rock wins, I don't. How can I say this? I don't want The Rock to win just to be champion. If he wins and become a champion because it leads to another bigger thing, that's what I'm here for. I'm not totally against it. I feel like he has the notoriety clearly his promos, the shit that he
Mhm.
does, is still ringing off like it back like it was in 2000. You know what I'm saying? So if it leads to a bigger storyline or another developing theme, I'm okay with it. I don't think he has to hold the belt for 6 months to a year. No, if it's for like 2 months, or 3 months
It,
to another really big
like
pay-per-view
Royal
event,
Rumble. Like if he wins at Royal Rumble and goes to WrestleMania, you fine with that?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can't do that again.
But here's why. We want Homelander Cody. And I was talking to you about this when
Hmm.
we was on the shit talking. I feel like if The Rock beats Cody, that's when we will finally start getting Homelander Cody because he's done having to fight these motherfuckers for about 3 years, never got a fair shake, always got jumped, always had to jump through hoops. Every chance, even when he finally won the belt and he felt like he got away from them, Solo and these niggas coming back. Jacob Fatu, they keep coming, they keep harassing him. He got dragged in there to fight with Roman to beat him up, and The Rock comes back again. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at this point, if he loses, he's gonna be like, man, I've been trying to do the right thing, 1,000%, try to be fair. Even to the folks that helped me, I gave them a fair shake at the title. I did everything by the book, and I'm still getting screwed over. Fuck everybody. Now I'm going crazy. Now I'm wilding. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if it leads to Homelander Cody to turn around and start wilding, then to me, it makes sense. Then you can anchor towards your Rock and Roman match now. And then Cody,
For the belt?
I don't know, however they want to do it.
Oh,
Because if how I'm just saying, to
yeah.
me, it creates a way better or a, a way different, unpredictable environment for the WWE, especially if they're going to be on Netflix. It can lead to wild different shit. We're going to get the
Hmm.
Homelander Cody. You might get the Rock and Roman, or you might get Cody going around fucking over everybody. Like it's just create. You might get the Rock wilding, and people start trying to jump the Rock because he feel like he's the CEO and shit. Well, he's not the CEO, but he's on the board.
I mean,
So like
but he's
it
gonna
just
have the
creates different
bloodline,
shit.
so you ain't gonna be able to jump the Rock.
But that's it could be Bloodline versus the whole WWE. That shit might be different. Like,
I mean, I think it already was that. I think that is a possibility to get to Homelander Cody. I don't know why the fuck I'm still talking about Cody. If we talking about the bloodline, this motherfucker want to talk about Cody so bad. Um, I like. I think we can still get there. It doesn't have to be The Rock. My issue is that we already saw this play out before. The Rock beat CM Punk at Royal Rumble
mm,
to get the belt, and then wrestled John Cena at WrestleMania. And the match that was supposed to be once in a lifetime that they did the second year for twice in a lifetime.
Hmm.
he might
And
lose this
that
time.
ruined, bro. That ruined everything. CM Punk ends up leaving because he feel like he getting jerked around all the time. John Cena eventually becomes a part timer. Brock Lesnar has to come back to wrestling to clean the shit up,
Yeah,
and that's when all the shit, like in terms of the storylines and shit, went downhill. When
yeah,
they put that belt on The Rock, when they didn't need to, he
yeah.
didn't need a
Yeah.
belt to wrestle with John Cena.
Yeah, I agree. As I said, I'm not pushing for him to have a belt. I'm just saying, like, if it leads to different character turns and developments and different storylines, which can make it exciting, I'm all for it. And it doesn't have to be. I don't want him to hold the belt for no more than 2 or 3 months. He doesn't
Ah,
need
fuck
to.
all that. He
Oh
could do that
yeah.
without
If it
winning the belt.
happens, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, no, no.
And
I'm
Nah.
saying
yeah,
I don't even want the possibility of him
mm,
holding that belt because that means that someone that should be going into WrestleMania as a champion will not just because we hot shotted The Rock. The Rock has just screwed Cody out the belt altogether, and now Cody like fuck all that. Now I'm wilding. I'm
that
bringing
too,
Pi Istos to the fucking arena.
that too.
I'm on timing. He
Yeah,
wearing his
yo,
kufi and shit because he
that
Raheem. Like
that works for me
he
too.
started the
I'm
Nation of Domination 2.0.
yeah, you're
Chill,
wilding.
chill, chill. Now you
Yeah,
wanna
you're bugging fuck out.
you
Yeah,
out
yeah,
here.
you bugging fuck out. Yeah,
You
like, you
out
bugging out over here. Like, listen, I'm for
You want
that too.
Homelander? Go crazy.
I'm for that too. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't. I'm not completely to say, oh, don't ever put the belt on the Rock. I'm saying, like, if it leads to something, I'm fine with it. If y'all choose the way of him screwing Rock screwing Cody over
Hmm.
or whatever it is to get him to that place, I'm cool with that too.
All right.
The Rock
So
doesn't
I
need a
play
belt,
devil's
but
advocate, right?
I'm not against it either.
So what if Goldberg beat Gunther at Royal Rumble
That's
too?
outrageous.
What's the difference? The fuck is the difference?
That's outrageous.
What's the difference?
Let me tell you the difference. First of all, Goldberg, fuck, we can fight too. Nigga. Goldberg's whack. Um, he botches matches. When's the last time Goldberg has a really good match?
It's been a minute.
And
When the last time The
and
Rock had a really good match without getting carried? He ain't had no
heard
one
you,
on one.
but
He
he's
ain't had
not a
no one
part
on
of.
one.
Like he's literally out of nowhere. Goldberg is literally out of nowhere. Like The Rock has been
Rock winning the belt is not out of nowhere.
right with the storyline. No, not really, because
Winning the belt?
he's listen. You making it seem like how can I say? You making it seem like I want The Rock to win the belt. I'm saying I'm not against it. If it happens, but it leads to something fire, I'm cool
Look,
with it.
I'm not
You
against
guys are
nuclear
totally
war.
against it. I'm like, I'm not against it if it makes it shit.
The fuck?
But that's been my stance the whole time, though. I'm saying I'm not against it. You guys are just completely against it, saying like you don't want it to happen. I'm saying, hey,
I
if it makes the product better or it leads to the shit that we want to see or something different, I'm
Mhm.
cool with it. But I'm not saying like, hey, you wildin', go put the belt on the Rock. He needs to have a long ass run. But I'm not saying it. I'm saying I'm just not
yeah.
against it if
Trey,
they do it the
I
right
don't
way.
want to put words in your mouth, but I think that like I think we've gotten to a point where people don't want part timers to be world champions.
I think yeah, that's been
That's the
my whole
thing.
stance that's
Like
my
it,
stance on this.
yeah, like
So Roman can win the belt and y'all cool with it.
nah, I don't even want
No, I
Roman
don't
to
want
win the
Roman to
belt
win.
again.
I
Okay.
don't want Roman to win. I literally want the belt to be.
I don't
I
want
want
Logan
to. I
Paul to
want.
win
I want to stray away from like you said, part timers. If you're gonna win the belt, I want you there every week. I want you
until you
defending the belt
lose.
every pay-per-view. Like I want that. I don't want, oh well, for this for this PLE, I'm just gonna either not be there or be in a non-title match. No, that's
Or a
not
tag
what
team. And you
right.
know what,
Like
Shanoa? That goes back to what you were saying about like back in the day. Them motherfuckers wrestled every month and defended the belt. Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock. They wasn't in no
mhm.
fucking random tag team match for 2, 3 months. And then they had a no, they was wrestling, they was defending every single month.
Yeah, it was always something. Something was on the line every single time. When it came to them wrestling at PLEs. But yeah, as far as I get where Shanoa's coming from in the sense of progressing the storyline.
Hmm.
If you're going to progress the storyline, and if it make even though I'm against, I don't think The Rock needs to have a belt. I'm not saying that I'm not saying Shanoa definitely is saying that he has to have the belt in order for it to progress, but I don't even think that should be an option to progress the storyline because there's other players within the storyline that could progress it and give the same amount of impact or even a much
Hmm.
more impact to the story. For instance, that's no, because I don't want to talk about Cody no more. So anyway,
You know what
so
I'm saying? Like KO. Like
I was
Shanoa,
gonna
the people
say,
that you advocate for should be the people that I would want you to advocate for to be in a role that you're saying that maybe The Rock could change Cody's mentality and he could do it. These motherfuckers could do it too. I'd much rather them
honestly,
do it and The Rock worry about Bloodline storylines
this is what I
than
was saying.
him
Mhm.
go. Like, if they go the route of The Rock and Cody at WrestleMania, for example, I almost guarantee Cody going
Yeah, and then yeah, this only is
because
for
that's
about
going
a
to be The
year.
Rock. Yeah, The Rock is going to be, that's him doing the ultimate favor to Cody to put him over the way that Hulk Hogan did it for him.
Yeah.
And
Mm,
yeah. But like, if he like wrestled, like if he ends up wrestling my Royal Rumble, I'm gonna be real nervous.
mm,
It's like,
I'm not
yeah,
saying that you want The Rock to win. I'm saying
yeah.
that there are other ways to skin a cat. And if they get caught up in The Rock doing that, it's the same thing as The Rock possibly facing Roman instead of Cody, who won the Royal Rumble.
Because that's the thing. It's like, okay, you got The Rock in there, right? The Rock is there. He's been
Hmm.
injected into the storyline from the get go. He's there. What do you do with him? Like, how do you? Where does he fit? What's the steps you want him to take?
I
Plus,
got
he's
you.
going with the mantra of
Final
the
boss.
final boss. I could fire niggas. Like he doing it all rep. Like I
Hmm.
Yeah,
could
he
make
can
this shit.
screw him.
So you see what I'm saying? So I'm like, it goes with the storyline to a certain case where he can fuck shit up in the WWE. Fuck Cody. He just fuck shit
Hmm
up in the WWE because he
Hmm.
has the ultimate power to do so. And then Triple H can't do shit to him, technically.
Nope. Nope.
So
Right.
so it's like to me, it's like if you want to create that ultimate shit where it's like, damn, this nigga actually beat these motherfuckers. I don't see the problem if they wanted to go that route to get to that point. But I do understand because remember I said I want KO to get
Mm,
more of a run. I want who else I said? KO, Montez Ford,
mm.
who else?
For me, Finn, like there's a ton of
Finn.
people
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
name. Yeah.
yeah. So what I'm trying to say is if it's to just to tell the story, I don't mind if we get to the point if it does if they choose to take that route, I'm like, okay, let's see what y'all do with it. Because now you have to make the right decision because you can fuck it up if you don't make the right decision. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Hmm.
that's why
Yeah,
I'm not
like
totally against it. It's storytelling.
yeah. I think to me it's the same thing as what they were planning to do this year when they were going to take Cody's WrestleMania main event away. I think
Hmm.
no matter how you slice it, even if he went and faced Seth and won a belt and they say he finished the story, it's not going to be what it was supposed to be. It's
Hmm.
not going to hit. It don't matter how great the Rock and Roman match would have been this year. It still would have been underwhelming because we would have like that should have been Cody and Roman probably would have won that shit, and they would have to find another way for Roman to lose the belt at some point so he could take time off. Like it just wouldn't have. It just wouldn't have hit the right way. I think this is very similar. There are multiple ways for you to get this done, and you can include The Rock in it. Like The Rock could be
You
the
think
major
so?
player.
You
Yes.
think it's something?
The what if The Rock
Yeah.
paid? He puts a bounty on Cody head, and Jacob goes and gets that money. Not Jacob winning, but Jacob makes sure that Cody does not leave whatever pay per view with the belt.
Hmm.
I'm
That's
thinking.
intriguing. That
Oh
helps The
yeah.
Rock.
Uh,
That helps Jacob, and it helps
Hmm.
Cody. And now Cody is like, "Fuck, I don't get." And The Rock can set it up where if you lose the next time you lose, like if you lose the belt, you don't get a rematch.
Yeah, and
So now
he
Cody
has
is
that
under
power.
the eight
Yeah.
ball. Yeah. So now
yeah, that
he
works
got
for
to
me.
win. But
I,
that's way better than him winning.
bro, I'm not against it.
Yeah, I know.
That works for
I'm
me.
just
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you. Yeah, I'm just telling you
Yeah.
that it could hurt the morale. I'm giving the same example I gave before with the Rock being CM Punk when Punk was at the top of his power. There was no reason for the Rock to win that shit, and then he did. And you saw the mess that it ended up being after that.
Yeah. I think they'll learn from their mistakes, from the past. As far as again, like I said, there's multiple ways to get to the ending. That doesn't necessarily have to be The Rock being in such a prominent role in the sense of
Mm.
like action or like in ring stuff. He can actually just be the final boss
The
or the
boss.
boss part of like, oh, listen, I'm gonna pull the strings here, I'm gonna pull the strings here. I have this theory that he can actually get into Kevin Owens' ear. Because Kevin Owens doesn't have an issue with The Rock. He has an issue with Roman and everybody else. The Rock could get
Mm-hmm.
into Kevin Owens' ear, like, yo, listen, you see all that he's done, and he teamed up with this person, like, yo, what are you gonna do? And I feel like that would be honestly to I hate that we talk about Cody again, but that could be Cody's heel
Oh,
turn.
Cody.
That could be his heel turn
Mm-hmm.
through
I mean,
KO.
you know what, Trey, like what you just said could be true. He could have been like, yeah, because Kevin Owens just signed a new, don't he got a deal coming up?
Yep.
Yo, you want more bread? Go kill this motherfucker.
Hmm.
Make sure he don't got the belt no more.
I can make you
We're
champion.
gonna re up. That's a
What
great
do you need?
storyline.
What do you need from me to
So
make you champion?
if they make it compelling like that, I'm with all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with all the possibilities. I just wasn't trying to take everything off the table. Like, nope, you don't absolutely do. Like I'm with all the possibilities
I
because you
think
could
that's the
either
nuclear option, though. Like that's
is
the
it
end of the world option. Yeah, hell
because
yeah.
that could be a Shane type shit. Oh, I'm doing this so I could win the belt. I'm the because it falls into his whole personality. I'm the final boss. I can set the matches. I do whatever I want to win the belt.
Hmm.
Motherfuckers rebel against him, find a way to get him up out of there. Like it's all kinds of shit you want to take. So
But
even the
but
ways
that's
I
why
just
I
said it,
mentioned that
putting
reaction
the
from
hit out.
this year. Yeah, but
Mm,
that's why I mentioned the reaction from this year with the Cody Crybabies. Like, if they do that, there might be a segment of the audience that doesn't like that to the point that they're just not going to get the reaction that they wanted.
yeah, I don't think he would
Right.
win either. Just to put that out there, I think The Rock would take the L.
I think
Just
there's
go
a
out
chance.
there
I think there's a chance. Like, if they get far enough down the road, like, again, they were about to really do that shit.
Hmm.
which
Like,
is
he was
wild.
really going to wrestle Roman for the belt. You know, he was only what, like 50 days away from doing the shit, and they was like, ah. And The Rock had to
Pivot.
say, let's pivot. Yeah,
Right.
they wasn't going to
Yeah,
do it. The Rock had to
yeah,
say it because
right,
he
yeah,
was uncomfortable with the reactions. Because he like, damn, son, it's me.
People's champ.
And
The people
yeah,
don't fuck with me.
facts. Look, he carrying a belt right now.
Hmm.
Imagine if he got both of them shits.
Nah, that'll be too much.
That's gonna be the Infinity Gauntlet, my nigga. That's like that's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, facts. He
WWE.
gonna just snap the whole
that
WWE away.
that's what you want. You want like Thanos. Thanos was such a compelling character because he became so powerful. So when they finally
They,
defeated him, it
yeah,
was crazy. So like you kind of want somebody in that role to play that.
yeah.
They
But
even
remember,
beat
like
his
you
ass,
said,
but whatever.
Thanos,
I'm not even
he
gonna
made
go into that.
sense.
Yeah. But yeah,
He had a
that's another
reason
discussion.
for what he did. The Rock just would be doing it to do like you said, you don't want him to win just to win. He's gonna be doing that. Just I'm the boss, so I'm the champion now.
Hmm.
I don't think that resonates with the audience no more. Like that was some Mr. McMahon type shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Great discussion, guys. Uh, yeah, bodied that. All right, y'all. We